Hello guys, so welcome back to my channel. In this particular video I'm going to be showing you guys how to draft this lovely butterfly blouse. Very easy way to draft it and cut it. Okay, so this is actually a customer's work, so I'm actually using it to show you how to make this lovely butterfly blouse. Very easy, and you're going to definitely enjoy this video. So please, if you're interested, stick with me till the end of the video. Okay guys, so into the video proper, I have my fabric. Like I told you, this particular fabric is a plain and pattern fabric. Okay, so this is the pattern side of it. So it's a bit like Ankara. So this is exactly 2 yards. Okay, this is exactly 2 yards, and my customer is on the big side. Okay, like she's big, she's this big type. Okay, she's tall and has the body, so that's why I'm going to use this whole 2 yards to make it for her. If it is someone like me with this maybe on the smaller side, I would have gone for 1.5. That is if I want to make it to be actually full. Okay, so I'm folding the fabric into 4. As you can see, I folded it into 4 places and making sure that everything is relaxed and in place. So I'll just go on and pin this side down so that it will not distract and start moving up and down when I'm drafting. So after that, the next thing I'm going to do is go straight for the blouse length, and the length of the blouse here is 36. That is what I'm using. So that is to show you how she is. Okay, so it's not like it's actually the 36 in order for it to cover up properly, so it's a 36. So I'm going to mark my blouse length, which is 36. As you see me do, just follow exactly like that, and you're going to end up well. Okay, so making sure everything is equal and no one is longer than each other and all that. So I'm going to move on the neck. I'm going to move in by 4 inch. I'm going to move in by 4 inch and come down by 1 inch. Okay, remember that for us to fold it into 4, we are cutting for both front and back. So I'm just going to go with just 1 inch for the depth, so later I can reshape the front side. So I used 4 inch on this particular one because, like I said, the person is big, so you can actually use 3 inch when making yours. So guys, the next thing to do is to go for your bust point. Okay, as you can see, so right now you mark your bust point. Do not forget on the beginning part of the video, what I displayed there, the measurement you will use. So those are the measurements you're going to use. So the bust point is the next stage. After you get the length, then you get your bust point, because the bust point is essential to get the arm on the armhole side. That is in order for you to know how to stitch the armhole side, so that the armhole will not be too revealing after that. So I'm moving up by 2 inch from the bust side. So I'm moving up by 2 inch. So then I'm going to rule out a line, just a line, not too much, just a line. And the next thing is to take my bust measurement divided by 4. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it on the bust line I already have there, as you can see. So I'm applying the exact bust measurement with additional 1 inch. So that is what you see me do. Okay, so with additional 1 inch, so I have 11 inch for the bust measurement, so I've added 1 inch. So after that 1 inch I added is for ease. Okay, that is the easy movement of this wonderful butterfly, so that when she wears it, she'll be very free. Okay, so that is 1 inch I've added. You can even go on to add ½ inch. Okay, so that is if you don't want yours to have enough ease. So I just extended the line down, all the way down. So mind you, if the person you are sewing with is someone that has a bigger stomach, okay, do well to extend it. Don't extend the exact amount you have on the bust. Okay, so you have to work with the stomach size. That is, the person's belly is bigger, so you have to work with that size when extending down. So make sure that you're not going to just go straight. You have to either corner it in a way So as you can see me do already, I'm curving for the, okay, to have that little curve style. Okay, this is a stylish butterfly, so in order for you to have that lovely stylish look, so I'm just curving it down. So you can go on and curve anyhow you want yours to. So that is exactly what you see me do like this. So don't forget, like I said, if the person's stomach is bigger than the bust, do well to, when you want to extend the line down from the bust, don't extend just the exact line you have from the bust. Extend it, you know. You can even go on to take the waist measurement, okay, so that when you get the bust, you can also get the line for the waist. That way it will make things more easier for you. So because sometimes we just go ahead and just guess it, so don't guess it. So go for the waist also, so that you can apply the waist. From there you can know how to extend your line, so when adding your 1 inch. So as you can see me already, I'm cutting out, and as you can see, so this is actually a very simple style to make, but if you are not well, like you don't really understand it, you might end up just making something you might end up regretting, or it might not give you a nice look, or it might be too big or too tight, or somehow in a way you will not like it. So that is why you just need to pay close attention, so that you can understand this very, very well. Okay guys, so as you can see, I believe as you can see already, you already know that the person that owns this particular butterfly is on the big side. Okay, you can see how wide it is. You know the person is on the big side, so when the person wears it, it will just fit her and look lovely on her. So I finished with that part. So guys, lest I forget, while drafting this butterfly, I actually drafted it on the back side. Okay, so but if you're drafting yours, you can go on, in fact it's best to draft it on the front, but in cases where you want to avoid chalk, maybe you don't want chalk to reflect on the front, you don't want that stain of chalk or something, then you can go ahead and draft it on the back. Then just follow exactly what you see me do. So what I'm doing right now is I'm retracing the line, that is that straight line I draw down, because you need that line. That line helps for accuracy. So yeah, I'm retracing it to the other side because I did it on the two side. Okay, like not on the back, I mean on the two side, because you are sewing the straight line down front on the two side, on the two of your sides. So you need that straight line. You don't want it to be only in one side, because if it's in one side, it will end up confusing you. So just retrace it and then avoid long story. Okay, so that is one of the essence of a proper cutting. So this is exactly how it looks after I finish cutting it. You can see the neckline is just 1 inch depth. So now I'm going to recurve the front side. So I'm not going to use the exact 1 inch. So on the front, I'm coming down by extra 5 inch. Okay, I'm coming down by extra 5 inch. That is added to the 1 inch I have there. I have 6 inch, so it means that I have 6 inch on the front. So don't forget, like I say, this person is on the big side. That is one. Then secondly, she told me that she doesn't want the neck to be high, so she wants it to come down a little. So that's why I'm making sure that when she wears it, it will give her some air on the neck side. Okay, so that is why I'm using this 6 inch for the front. So while the back side, I used 1 inch. You understand? So the back side I use 1 inch, and the front side I use 6 inch. So right now I've used this cuff to get this, but I don't like how deep it is. It's a bit more like a scoop V, and I don't want a scoop V. What I want is a circle. So I'm going to use my hand to recurve it again, so that it will look nicer and more like a circle. Okay, so that when she wears it, it will just look lovely on her. Okay, so as you can see me recurving it again. So after that, the next thing now is to cut it out gently. Remember, just cutting out the front side. Okay, so all you need to do is just pay close attention to what I've done, and don't let anything confuse you. Okay, so make sure anything you do is accurate, and we can watch the video over and over so that you can understand better. If there's anything confusing, you can even ask questions under the comment section. So whichever way, in order for you to understand better and do the right thing. Okay, so as you can see now, it's looking like circle and lovely. So guys, this is the front side of this fabric. You can see the front side is more brighter, more shinier. more lovely. So the next thing to do now is I'm bringing back that particular the two lines I told you about that is on the back. Okay, I've already brought it back to the front. Okay, so I'm using my needle the way I pin my needle and then retracing it back with that. So now what I'm doing here is I remeasured exactly to make sure that everything is in order. So when I measure, that is dividing my bust measurement by 2. So I made sure that I don't have in excess, like I've not added too much allowance. You know, don't forget we use 1 inch to draft this extra 1 inch allowance, but it's not compulsory. 1 inch is if you want it to be on a very loose fit. So most times ½ inch works. So at the end of the day, it will be adding ½ inch on both sides, and it will not end up affecting the waist. Don't forget, you are really straight down. Okay, so just take note of all that part when you're making yours. Okay, so and then we are going to be sewing the straight lines on the 2 sides from the 2 inch I moved up from the bust point. Don't forget that part too. So remember, I moved up 2 inch. Okay, so guys, this is the band I'm going to use to turn this. I can actually use a bias, but I decided I want to use the same fabric and turn it over. So I'm cutting it from the biased part of this particular fabric. That is the one I cut from the curve, and it's a 1.5 inch band. And as you can see clearly, I've already joined it together. So I've joined it to an extent that is as long as everything I'm going to hem, both for the neck and the sides. So I just joined it small with small inch, like 2/8 or 3/8. Okay, so that it will be like bias. So I'm just going to go ahead now and pin this down. So I'm going to pin this down and show you exactly how I'm going to be joining this. Okay, because as soon as I move this part, I'm going to join it and you're just going to see the final outcome. So you can see. So just follow exactly what you see me do and then place it just the same way I am moving. Okay, and then fold it in. So in cases like this, if you want the band to be on the front side, just do exactly the same thing. Okay, just do exactly the same thing. So then, but how you don't forget the fabric itself is on the front. So the band, when you want to place it to stitch the first stitching, the band has to be on the back so that you can now fold it in to fold the fabric. Okay, so that is just it. So I'm going to do the same thing on the neck, and as well do the same thing on all the sides, and that is the final outcome of this. How lovely. You can see how stretchy it is. So that's to show you that it was cut on bias. Okay, so guys, this is the final outcome. I've been able to turn everything in, and you can see how lovely it looks. Very lovely and neat. So this is it. I'm just going to go on and give it a good iron so that it can relax and be very lovely. So guys, if you know you have enjoyed this video so far, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notification bell for more updates.